Former U.S. Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey, who was convicted of bribery, obstruction of justice, and serving as a foreign agent for the Egyptian government in July, has asked the trial judge to reverse the guilty verdicts and find him not guilty as a matter of law. The senator's lawyers have argued that even if he did what the government demonstrated at trial, it does not constitute criminal behavior as the Supreme Court has interpreted it. Does he have a shot? Back with us, of course, is trial attorney and my friend David Schwartz. So, David, you and I both know the case of Governor Bob McDonnell of Virginia, who was convicted of bribery for accepting a Rolex watch and the payment of the bills for his daughter's wedding by a guy who had some business before the state. And then the Supreme Court reversed that conviction 9-0, say, yeah, he got all those gifts, but he didn't do anything out of the ordinary in return to get the gifts. That is basically what Bob Menendez is going to argue, that what he is accused of doing is what senators always do, lobby for constituents, and he would have done it anyway. What do you think? How does an argument like that rest on the ears of the trial judge who presided at the case?
So the facts in the McDonnell case are different than the facts in the Menendez case. So although that it's true, he was victim of the bribery, you have to have this close connection between the act of taking something of value, whether it's watches, gold bars, or furniture in this case, or cash, and connect it to the official act that the senator is accused of doing. So it's going to be a fact-specific case. Certainly the jury felt there was enough of a connection, and we'll see what the judge decides. I believe overwhelmingly that the judge will uphold the jury conviction.
Well, most trial judges, as you know, do. But I'm going to make you the Chief Judge of the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit for the purposes of this argument. But Judge Schwartz, my client did not exercise the official levers of power in behalf of the Egyptian government or any of his co-defendants. And that phrase, official levers of power, is directly out of the McDonnell case. We suggest to you that the trial judge misunderstood what the Supreme Court told him he should have understood. How do you rule?
Yes, Counselor, but the way I rule is the official levers of power were directly tied to these gold bars, to the cash, and to the furniture that Menendez received. And he actually got his wife involved to be the recipient of all of that. And the evidence is overwhelming at trial that those official acts in helping the Egyptian government were tied to the receipt of those things of value. So in this particular case, we can distinguish it from the McDonnell case and uphold the jury verdict. That's
okay.
How I would rule.
Here's now you're back to being good old David Schwartz, criminal defense lawyer. So here's one from way out of left field. His wife's trial starts next month. What happens to Bob Menendez if he takes the witness stand and says, I did it, I did everything, she had nothing to do with it, let her go?
Well, I certainly think that would be some good evidence on her behalf, and that's something that he may consider doing. You never know, but certainly if he did that, that would adversely affect the case that he has on appeal. That would be an interesting scenario, Judge. You hit me with a curveball there, but certainly that would help his wife if he testified in that fashion.
I threw the curveball, but you hit it into the outfield. David Schwartz, what a pleasure, my dear friend. I hope you'll come back and join us again.
I hope so. Thank you, Judge.
Of course. That's my show for this week. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.